So now a jury gets to decide whether terminating a black man for using the N-word on his own time is racist or is legally permissible. This week I've got a trio of tales from the not-so-friendly skies. I'm Erica Domingo, this is the Toxic Workplace Report, so let's dive right in. Starting out in the cockpit, the Southwest Airlines Pilot Association has filed a lawsuit against Boeing alleging negligence, fraud, and tortious interference. The lawsuit alleges that Boeing knew of the issues with its 737 MAX as far back as 2016, at the time that the pilots' union was negotiating its new contract. However, without this information disclosed, the pilots agreed to have the 737 MAX as part of their contract. As the 737 MAX scandal unfolded in 2018, the pilots alleged they lost tens of millions of dollars as a result of being contractually obligated to fly a plane that wasn't safe to take off the ground. Now Boeing is alleging that the union doesn't have standing to bring this action on behalf of its members, and instead that the pilots need to bring their own claims in their own names. If the judge agrees with Boeing and dismisses the claims brought by the union, there are two possible outcomes for the pilots. The first is that they could each try to bring their own lawsuits for these claims or file a class or collective action, or they may have a claim against their union for not meeting their duty of fair representation if those claims are now untimely when the pilots try to bring them. As we descend to ground level, the FAA has reached a settlement in a 15-year-old lawsuit brought by a group of 800 former flight service controllers. The lawsuit was originally filed in 2005 when the FAA terminated over 2,000 flight service controllers in favor of creating a contract with Lockheed Martin to fill the positions. A large number of the terminated employees were over the age of 40 and as a result lost their federal benefits, including their federal pensions. The settlement was welcomed by both sides after the trial was postponed twice earlier this year, although we have yet to get the details on what the settlement actually entails. Now, our last story has some baggage. A former ramp manager for Southwest Airlines at the Oakland airport is going to be able to present his claims of race bias to a jury. Southwest terminated the employee after it got wind of a music video he had recorded using the N-word. In denying Southwest's motion to have the case dismissed, the court found it was undisputed that the employee had never used the N-word at work, nor had he circulated the video within the workplace. Also factoring into the judge's decision were the facts that the internal investigation did not recommend the employee's termination, and Southwest's own harassment policy did not require his termination, as well as the argument by the employee's attorney that he was expressing a usage closely identified with a distinct subgroup of African Americans. So now a jury gets to decide whether terminating a black man for using the N-word on his own time is racist or is legally permissible. For the 5 of you still watching, thanks for making it to the end of this week's TWR. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can catch the next one.